Xiaomi recently launched Redmi 9 Prime in India, the successor to its budget-oriented device Redmi 8 and 8A. And on paper, it seems like a decent phone under the Rs 10,000 price bracket. In today's video, we are gonna discuss about how will it differentiate from its competitor like Samsung M01 and Realme's budget gaming phone Narzo 10A. Let's get started. Let's first discuss about the design language. It's just an average plastic build as of its predecessor Redmi 8 and 8A, but the finish seems to be good in this case from the previous one. Xiaomi names it as Aura 360 designs. It seems that the Redmi just borrowed the concentric circle patterns from the K30 and Poco X2 and implemented on it. Overall, the design is good enough to retain the public attention at the Rs 10K segment. This time, Xiaomi launches 4 color variant as matte black, mint green, space blue and sunrise flare. This time, Xiaomi puts AI quad camera array under Rs 10,000. One 13 megapixel wide angle lens with the aperture f2.2, one 8 megapixel ultra wide lens with an 118 degree field of view, another one 5 megapixel macro camera with aperture f2.4 module and the fingerprint sensor put vertically, and one 2 megapixel depth sensor up above the flash module. Under good lighting condition, this camera is capable of taking some really nice images. The ultra wide lens seems to be good one, but under Rs 10,000 you just did not expect too much from the cameras. As for the front camera, it houses a 8 megapixel sensor under the notch. Now let's talk about physical overview. As it contains a huge 5020 mAh of battery, Xiaomi manages to maintain the thickness to 9.1mm and the camera bump is not too much huge. As you put it on a table and it did not flicker around the corner. The headphone jack is present at the bottom of the device along with a Type-C charging port that supports up to 18 watt fast charging. But in the box you will only get a typical 10 watt standard charger. The IR remote is present on top and the fingerprint sensor is present on the back under the camera module. Now let's go to the display section. This time it's a major upgrade over any of its predecessor along with its competition. It's a Full HD Plus IPS panel with the peak brightness up to 400 nits. The brightness seems to be kind of okayish, but putting a 6.53 inch Full HD Plus 1080p panel with the dot notch design under Rs 10K segment, Xiaomi really take this specification watch to the next level. At the same price points, Realme's Narzo 10A comes with the HD Plus screen as well as the Samsung M01. Now coming to the processor, here again Xiaomi shines, putting an MediaTek Helio G80 octa-core processor having 2 Cortex A75 performance cores clocked at 2.0 GHz and 6 Cortex A55 power efficient cores clocked at 1.8 GHz. And for the graphics, it's Mali G52 GPU clocked at 950 MHz. As for the software goes, the Redmi 9 Prime comes with an Android 10 on board with its own custom UI, MIUI 11. As for the performance level, this phone can run PUBG smoothly at HD graphics under medium to high settings. And comparing it with the competition at the same or around price bracket, the Realme Narzo 10A comes with G70 processor and the Samsung M01 comes with a more older Snapdragon 439 chipset. As for the RAM and storage variants, the Rs 10,000 variants come with a 4GB RAM and 64GB of onboard storage, and the Rs 12,000 variant with 4GB RAM and 128GB of onboard storage. To power all the things up, Xiaomi puts a massive 5020 mAh of battery with the support of 18 watt fast charger. But in the box you will only get the standard 10 watt adapter, and for the fast charging you will have to buy the Xiaomi's Quick Charge 3 supported 18 watt adapter that can cost you around 449 rupees extra. As for the network, both of the SIM supported dual 4G VoLTE and there is a dedicated microSD card slot, and the Bluetooth 5.0 version also present on this phone. For extra features, this phone comes with a pre-applied screen protector and the TPU case in the box. The IR remote is a very handy feature to play with. FM radio is also present on this. As for the verdict, it seems like Xiaomi putting a nice specification under the Rs 10,000 price bracket. I will suggest go for the Rs 10,000 variants as the competition is lacking in some major cases, and for the price of 10K you got a pretty decent specification as well. The 4GB RAM along with 64GB onboard storage gets the most of your job done. I would rather not suggest to go with the higher variants, as because just putting an extra microSD card on that make the same as the higher rupees 12,000 rupees variant. But for that amount, here the phones like Realme 5i, Redmi Note 9 also enter this competition. Thank you.